It's often the case that when patients come to us, they assume there has to be a dietary cure, there has to be a dietary link somehow. Now, there is a little bit of a divergence between ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease in this respect, in that a few dietary supplements have a small evidence base in ulcerative colitis, such as turmeric, aloe vera gel and probiotics, whereas that doesn't really exist in Crohn's disease. The reason why is probably due to the fact that in Crohn's disease you're looking at a transmural inflammation that goes across the wall of the bowel, whereas the inflammation in ulcerative colitis is fairly superficial, so luminal factors such as what we may play a bit more of a role. There isn't a specific diet that we suggest for patients with inflammatory bowel disease, although there are some subgroups. Patients with sort of stricturing small bowel Crohn's disease may benefit from a high residue diet, particularly if they're reporting abdominal pain, especially when they eat things like broccoli, cauliflower, sort of bulky high residue foods like that. Most patients will identify their own triggers. Some patients will come to you and say, well, I can't have tomatoes, I can't have... Some patients will struggle with alcohol, but for the most part, once we've got the disease in remission, most patients can enjoy an unrestricted diet. Even though, we don't have a specific diet for it, most patients will identify and report their own trigger foods, and I would advise patients to listen to their bodies on that. There is one diet called a specific carbohydrate diet that a lot of people read about on the internet, and it was developed by an American dietitian called Elaine Gottschall in the 1960s, and she developed it to cure her own daughter of colitis. It's quite difficult to stick to, quite involved, quite complicated, but it is something that I do discuss with some of my IBD patients from time to time.